let's just lie down. Now let's have the knees bent to start with, and let's just put our hands on the right and left side of the low belly. So you're just resting your palms onto your low belly. And we're just gonna start by just allowing ourselves to just settle into the space that we're in right now. Allowing your body to just soften into the earth below you. Noticing any areas in the body that have some kind of an increased tension or awareness or sensation. And wherever that is, just bring your awareness to that space. And as you exhale, just soften that space even more into the support of the ground below. And just bring your awareness to the breath as you're breathing in and breathing out. Beginning to notice on the inhale how the hands rise, the rib cage fills, and then on the exhale, everything sort of softens back down to the midline as well as down towards the earth. So see if you can be really fully aware of how the breath is moving in your body with each inhalation and each exhalation. Now this time, take a deep, full inhale. And then as you exhale, I want you to consciously lift the pubic bone towards the belly button on the exhale. So you feel the pelvic floor lifting up towards the belly button and the rib cage. And then at the end of that, just take your big inhale and feel the belly and the rib cage expand. And as we exhale, we're going to feel that pelvic floor lifting towards the belly button and the rib cage moving down towards the belly button. And then inhale fully, and this time as you exhale, exhale through a pursed lip, like you're blowing out a candle. And notice if you can feel that sensation of the pelvic floor lifting more on the exhale. And then go right back to your inhale. This time on the exhale, we're going to exhale what we call a residual air, so we can really feel the muscles of that core engaging in. And so as we take this breath in and we exhale through those pursed lips, at the end of the exhale, exhale more so that all the air is really pushing out, and you can feel the sides of the abdomen drawing in, the pubic bone moving to the belly button. And then return right back to the inhale. And then that exhaling, that residual air, really feeling the hands on the belly moving in towards the center, and that pubic bone moving towards the belly button, and the rib cage moving down. So all those internal muscles are helping to squeeze that air out. These are our deep layer core muscles. More like that. Really focusing on the lifting up of the pelvic floor on the exhale. So many of us get into a habit of bearing down on the exhale. We call that paradoxical breathing. And that type of breath really creates a lot of strain on the low back. It also affects the vagus nerve and kind of keeps us in a more sort of fight-flight position in the body and the nervous system. So at the end of your next exhale, just return to just your normal inhale and your normal exhale, just to kind of reset everything. Again, still aware of that lift on the exhale. Good. So throughout the practice, when we work on our breath, let's just bring our awareness back to this type of breathing. Okay. So let go of all of that. And now we're going to start with the balls at the bra line. So it takes a little maneuvering to get yourself there, right? So you can place the balls down and then wiggle yourself onto it or reach back. So you want to be on either side of the spine. I'll come and help you if you need to. So you want to be on either side of the spine. And you can move once you get on the balls, so they're on either side of the spine, you can move your body up and down a little bit just to get at the bra line. And then all I want you to do then is to make sure that your blanket is still underneath your hips. So you might have to lift up to. So I can help you if you need to. Sometimes it's funny to get these. So let's see. Yeah, so we're going to move these here. Now, if this feels like too much, then we will replace the balls with a blanket. Does it feel okay? Yeah. Okay, good. So we're going to start with the hands on the belly.
Should I move the blanket down?
Yes.
Yeah.
You are always trouble.
I know, my head's off the mat,
Move down.
I'm like Too Tall Jones for my mat and whatnot. It's so
Give me
annoying.
the extra ball. Give me your ball. So we're going to go here. Okay.
It's funny for me, it's like the right side feels so much puffier than the left.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Now, can you relax?
yep.
Okay, good. All right, Lauren, are you good over there?
Right on the bra strap or above
Yeah,
it?
so the bra strap's the guideline, so a little bit above, a little bit below, you'll feel like where you feel like, oh, this feels like where I need to be.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna keep everything sort of blocked right to their side. So let's just start with the hands on the belly. And the first few breaths are really just to soften into this, to just be like, okay, how does this feel for me? Do I need to make any adjustments? And the hands are just nicely on the belly. And let's just return to that deep breathing. And so just inhaling fully, and then exhaling, letting the pubic bone move towards the belly button, the rib cage move down as well. And now let's inhale and lift the arms up. So we're going to start just the arms or just fingertips towards the ceiling. Just feel what that feels like. And then exhale, bring the hands right back down. Good. Again, inhale up. Press to the ceiling. And then exhale while you're here. So you'll feel a different sensation with the fingertips pointing towards the ceiling. Again, inhale really deeply into the balls. You can really feel the back of the rib cage pressing into the balls. And then as you exhale, soften the shoulder blades around the balls. And this time as you inhale, lift the fingertips towards the sky. So you feel the shoulder blades moving away from the back, right? Really pressing into the balls. And then the exhale softens that. Good, and then one more. As you inhale, exhale, bring the hands into like a cactus position, right? And bring them down towards your side. Now here's where the backs of your forearms do not touch the earth, this is where we're gonna put the blocks in. Other direction. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm just thinking don't even know how to start with this.
So just breathe into that.
Right, so less here is actually more, right? So if we're in a position and it feels like we're straining to stay there, we wanna build up some support. So have the feet be like hip distance apart. And then take a deep full breath in. And then as we exhale, let's just slowly bring the chin towards the right and the knees towards the left. And then stay there for a few breaths. And then let's all inhale together here. And as you exhale, draw the pubic bone to the belly button, right, and draw the knees back to the center as well as the chin. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, drop the knees to the right and the head to the left. Just really easy because we're just starting here. Take a few breaths here. Deep full breath in, and then as we exhale, we're going to draw the pubic bone towards the belly button and use the core, right, to rotate ourselves back to the center. And then take an inhale. And then as you exhale here, just think about dropping the tops back of the shoulders towards the earth. Allow yourself to just soften into those balls. Keeping your full awareness on your breath. And, whatever sensations are arising. Just take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, just rotate your hands down so that you can return them back to your belly. And then this is where you might want to slide your blocks over your head. Just kind of slide them up. Hands are down at your side once you get there. And then we're just going to inhale and slowly reach the arms all the way up and overhead so they come to rest on the blocks. Now, if you can, get your hands to the floor and you don't need the blocks. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Palms facing up. Yeah, that's it. And then take deep full breaths here. Lengthen the left leg away from you. And then reach the left arm slightly over to the right. So we're right leg out. Good, flex both heels. Take a big breath in, press down through the balls, and then lengthen your fingertips away from you. So you should really feel these balls working into that mid-thoracic space. Good. Take a big breath here, and then as you exhale, soften that out. Good, then bend the right knee. And then reach the right arm over to the left, so your side bend, straighten the right leg, bend the left, and then tip yourself over to the left. So you're stretching out the right side of the body. Then return back to center, bend both knees. Good, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, slowly bring the hands back down towards your side. Let's bring both knees into the chest and just gently draw them in. And as we draw the knees to the chest, I want you to take a big breath in, and then as you exhale, just gently tip the chin towards the chest without lifting the head off the ground. Good. Just keep drawing the knees in. Good, and then slowly release the legs to the earth. Now we're just going to slide ourselves down. So press your feet into the earth, lift your hips up, and slide your butt down a little bit. So now the balls are going to come to the upper part of the shoulders. So just a little slide down. And then you have two choices here. You can stay right here. You can press down and 2 feet, lift your hips up, and roll your blanket over one so that you're slightly elevated. Or you can reach for your block and place your block underneath here. So do it in increments, right? Because as we raise the butt, we put pressure on the balls. Yeah, you might want to block. So see, bend put your, and first see what just this feels like. So you see how lift up. You see how that gives you a little bit more pressure. If you want more, you put the blocks down, but you don't need more. So you should be feeling like there's a sensation under the balls. Do you feel that? Yeah. So you're gonna lift your butt up, roll yourself that way, so the balls start moving up your body. Keep going. You'd think this was your first class.
Tell me about it. That one, like, okay.
Okay, so we're on
Wow.
here.
Oh my God, it was so wrong.
Oh, yeah.
So wrong, thank you.
So now, you can decide, like, if you lift your butt up, you see how that's gonna increase it?
Yeah,
Like,
that's good.
You probably like that.
I do,
Yeah,
thank you.
okay. And Lauren, yeah, whatever height works. Okay. So now that we're all here, and the butt is lifted, in whatever amount. Okay. Let's reach the arms up overhead. Lengthen the arms overhead. Good, and then lower them back down. So the movement of the arm creates movement in that soft tissue. Good. And then lift them and overhead. And allow the hands to touch the earth or touch the other block, right? So that we're softening into this space. And just let the upper shoulders release. Right, we carry so much tension in this space.
Do you think the tune-up balls are too pointed for this exercise?
What's it in the,
In the bag, the little ones?
no, you can have those if you want more, you want to try that? So everybody's different, and try these.
And it feels good for me.
Yeah, then you should do it. So you should have like a feeling of, not pain, but there should be some sensation there, right, that you can relax into. The higher you put your butt also, the more tension there is in the balls there. All right, so now let's take the left hand, the left wrist with the right hand, and then just gently tip ourselves over towards the right as we turn our head to the right. So as we do that, the ball on the left side is moving a little bit more towards the outer part of the shoulder, right? So you'll feel it in a different place, and then inhale it back to center. It's like side bending. So interlace, there you go. Just stay on the one side, so we're gonna tip over, yep, there you go, you feel that. And then bring it back, so we're gonna kind of go with the breath here. So inhale, and then as you exhale, draw the hands over towards the right, you feel the ball, and then exhale. So do like 3 or 4 movements, and then stay over to the right. Good. And so the thing with this class, right, is that I give you these instructions, but then the whole point is to be listening to your body and move in whatever way what we call your fascial voice is telling you, right? So stay and hold where you are, and as you're holding, if you need a rotation or something, you just do it, right? So we're listening to what our body is asking for, right? So that it can open and release the way that it needs to. It's what makes it different than just regular stretching. Good, and then come back to the center, take a breath in, and then as you exhale, just bring the hands down to the belly, and to just give the upper back a little bit of a break. If you want to take yourself off the block, you can. You just determine what feels good. We just have to do the other side. So when you're ready, we'll just inhale the arms up overhead. And we'll grab onto the opposite wrist, which should be the right. And then as you exhale, you're going to tip over towards the left. I think that's it. Yeah, and just breathe into that. So let's do a couple of movements first. So we'll inhale, and as we exhale, we tip over towards the left. And as we inhale, we come back. And think about it as if you're like moving through water, right? So this is your hand is in water and you're moving it across the water. So it's very fluid. And then after a couple of movements, just stay and hold. Right? In that stillness, right, we're giving the system the chance to release whatever it needs to. Good. to the center, release the hands down to the side, lift the butt up and remove whatever prop you have underneath you. And then we're gonna straighten the right leg, inhale the arms up just to ear level, grab onto the right wrist with the left hand, lengthen the right leg as we tip the body over to the left. Right, so we're not on the block now, it's a different stretch. You should feel a nice lengthening through the right side body. As you press the back of the right thigh into the earth, you'll feel an opening in front of the right hip. Right, so there's like a huge connection between the shoulders and the hips. And take a couple of breaths here. Good. It feels right. Just come back to the center, bend the right knee, straighten the left, and just bring yourself over to tipping towards the right, lengthening the left heel and pressing the back of the left thigh. This should feel really lovely. Good. Just breathe into that. And really notice, right, like as you're in these stretches, where in your body you're feeling it. Because we all have different bodies. Couple of deep, full breaths here. Good. And then slowly release it back to center. Both feet on the ground. Remove the balls now. So let those balls go. And then just run back, palms up. Knees can be bent or straight. But just take this moment of awareness. So sensing what the area where the balls were feels like, but also what does the front of the chest feel like, the collarbones. Just noticing that. And then just bring both knees into your chest, kind of wiggle a little bit side to side. And then place the feet on the ground. You're going to take your two balls now, lift your hips up, and I want you to place the balls right at the top of the pelvis. So either side of the low back, at sort of the top of the pelvis where the big butt muscle meets the lower back. And then your feet are going to be on the earth. Yeah. So when you get them there, they should feel good. So they're right at that top there. Good. And then what I want you to do here is, as you inhale, I want you to allow your pubic bone to tip towards the earth a little bit. And then as you exhale, I want you to draw the pubic bone towards the belly button, right, and that rib cage down and in. So like that breath that we started with. So inhale, let your pelvis roll over the balls. And then the exhale, you're drawing the pubic bone to the belly button, but we're not going into that full pelvic tilt where the sacrum tucks under. It's really just that straight lift, so the low back, really the spine is really in a straight position. It's not curved under. So as you inhale, let the pelvis tip forward. And as you exhale, use those internal muscles, right, to draw the pubic bone to the belly button, the sides of the hips in, and the rib cage towards the belly button. So all the work of the inner deep core muscles. Good. And then one more. Good. And then I want you to pelvis down, and then as you exhale, draw the pubic bone to the belly button, but you're not really squeezing, it's just maybe 10% of what you would do. So there's an engagement of the low belly here while you're on the balls. And keeping your back more in a straight position, and so there's no arching of the back in either direction. But place the arms out to the side in the T position, and then I want you to just gently wiggle your hips side to side along that upper crest of the pelvis. Right? This is another place that we can have a lot of tightness that can create problems in the low back. So you're just gently moving the hips side to side. And then come back to center. Okay. And then I'm going to have you just take the right knee and gently begin to drop it towards the floor, towards the right. So feel an opening into the inner groins and slight pressure of the ball into that right upper glute area. And then we're going to rotate our head to the left. And you can stay here just still, or you can wiggle yourself a little side to side on that, just really on the right ball here. Just kind of leading into that space. And let the right leg just be heavy and fall to wherever it feels. Now if you need support underneath the right leg, you can grab your blanket. Right? Or you can let gravity begin to draw it down. It's up to you. And think about lengthening your left fingertips away from you. And gently allowing the chin to rotate a little bit more towards the left. So as we reach the fingertips away, you might begin to feel like a sensation in the arm. And that's just the connective tissue, so just breathe into that. Good, and then gently rotate the chin back to the center. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, slowly bring the right knee back in to alignment with the other knee. So both knees are pointing up towards the ceiling. And then I want you to inhale and bring the right knee into the chest as you exhale and lengthen the left leg away from you. So we're still on both balls here, right knee into the chest, so the left leg heel away from you. And again, do what you want. If you want to wiggle a little bit and move your hip a little side to side. So it's literally the whole entryway into healing, allowing the body to find its way to balance, is to listen. And by listening, I mean sensing what you're feeling and then allowing your body to just almost move in a way that your mind is not even part of it. Good, and bend the left knee, place the left foot on the floor, put the right foot on the floor here. Good. Let's inhale and reach the arms up overhead just to stretch the side body. And then as you exhale, bring your hands back down to the side. And now we're gonna, again, just wiggle the hips side to side. If you have to lift and move the balls, go ahead and do that, but you're shifting again side to side along that upper part of the glutes, right where the top of the pelvis is. And then you'll stay a little bit over to the right, just slightly, and then let the left leg, left knee drop towards the earth. And then as it drops towards the earth, just notice the sensations in the body and just use that breath, a deep, full breath in. And then this time you exhale, just soften it all. And now can you get the hands out into the T position if you're not already there. And we're going to turn our head to the right. And we're going to lengthen our right fingertips away. As if I was there holding your palm and gently drawing your fingertips and the whole arm away. And then into that space, see if you can rotate your chin a little bit more to the right. And then on your next exhale, just bring that your left knee back to center, bring the head back to center. And then we're just going to draw the left knee into the chest and straighten the right leg out. Just draw the knee in as you lengthen through that whole right front side of the body. Good, and then gently release that. Lift the hips up, remove the balls, and slowly lower the back down onto the earth. And let's just straighten the legs and just palms up. And just notice what you feel. And then let's bring the hands out to T position one more time. Bend both of your knees to touch the floor. Make your feet a little bit wider than your hips. And then we're going to bring both knees over towards the left side. And we're going to let our head turn to the left. And then as you inhale, I want you to lift your right knee up as you turn your head to the right. That's on the inhale. So the right knee is opening to the right and the head is turning towards the right. And then as you exhale, you're going to turn your head to the left, draw the knee over to the left, and then I want you to really squeeze on the exhale here. Squeeze the right knee towards the left. Right? So hold
inhale again here, and as you exhale, think about drawing the knees together as you draw the right shoulder blade down onto the earth. So you should feel a stretch through the left side of the body. Take a breath in. Good, and then as you exhale, let the right knee roll back towards the right and the head turn to the right. It's like you're opening up the hips here as you turn to the right. The left knee stays to the left. Good, take a breath in, and then as you exhale, rotate the right knee over to the right, turn your head to the right, and really it's like that end exhale is squeezing the knees together. They probably won't touch, they might touch on that exhale. Feel the lengthening through the right side of the body, and then inhale, release it back over. It's like a rolling. So you can just feel what the body feels like as we did the openings. Exhale, squeeze the knees together, rotate the head, draw the right shoulder blade down, lengthening the right arm away from you. Stay for that long exhale. Good, and then roll back to the center. Good, and then draw both knees into the chest. Right, wiggle a little bit side to side. Good. And then legs down onto the, feet down onto the earth, hands out to the side. We're just gonna do the other direction, right? So take a breath in. Right, and as you exhale, the chin rolls to the right and both knees go towards the right. And think about drawing the left knee down a little bit more, stretching through the left fingertip and drawing the left shoulder blade into the earth. And then as you inhale, just the left knee comes across the body, the right knee will lift a little bit, and you rotate your head to the left. And take a breath here, and then as you exhale, roll yourself to the other side. So we're getting movement into what we just opened. End of the exhale, draw the left knee towards the right, press the left shoulder blade into the earth. Good, and then inhale back over. So the slower we go, the more opportunity we have to feel what the connective tissue is doing. So one more over to the right. Just stay there for a breath, really pressing the left knee in towards the right, drawing the left shoulder blade down into the earth. Good, and then inhale back to center. Good. One last time, draw the knees into the chest, just to kind of wiggle this all out. Good. And then you're just going to roll onto your side, and we're going to come sit up onto something. Sit up slow. And have your blocks. There you go. Good. Okay. All right, sit up nice and tall. Let's close the eyes for a minute when we sit. So when we come up to sitting, eyes closed, sits onto a little bit of a blanket. All right, eyes are closed. Hands are on the thighs. And let's just take a moment here to just notice, right, what the body feels like. In particular awareness across the collarbone area. And the alignment of the shoulders, maybe a little bit more underneath the ears so that you feel broad across the collar. And then just have an awareness of the front line of your body, the abdomen to the pelvic floor. Just noticing what that feels like. And as we connect into the earth, as we feel the sit bones connecting into the earth, and maybe even the pelvic floor and perineal area, notice if you can sense this long line of energy as it moves from the base of the pelvic floor and the connection to the earth, right up the central line of the body, up through the crown of the head. And sense that you can feel it returning right back down into the earth. So as we open up these connective tissue, we're opening up the energy lines in the body so that movement can happen. So notice your breath. And then release that. We're going to open the eyes. And we're going to inhale and just reach the arms up, look up, stretch up. Good, and then as you exhale, place the right hand on the earth and the left arm over. Turn your head to the left, right, and lengthen your left hip towards the earth. And we'll just take a breath here. Full breath out. Good. Now on the inhale, bring your elbow into your side, come back up. Good, and on your exhale, reach across the body, lengthen your fingertips. Good, so the inhale draws you in, right, and the exhale reaches you over. Good, one more. Inhale draws you in. Exhale, reaching over. Good, stay here for a breath. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Good, turning the head towards the left. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, think about bringing the right rib cage forward. So we're just rotating through the rib cage. Take a full breath here. Full breath out. Good, and then your next inhale, bring the left arm up and over, right arm to meet it. Exhale, release the shoulders down. Good. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale, the left arm over, the right arm reaches over, turn the head towards the right. Good. Take a deep breath in as you lengthen the right hip towards the earth. Like feel the opening in that side body. Good. Full breath out. Good. Then let's bring movement in here. Let's inhale the elbow to the side. Good. And then exhale, reaching over nice and slow. So again, this idea of moving through water. Inhale, contracting the side body. Exhale, lengthening the side body. Good. Inhale, contracting. Good. Now exhale, lengthen. Keep that length. Turn your head towards the right. Really feel from the low belly stretching down through that right hip. Right, and from the low belly lengthening out through the right fingertips. Take a full breath here. And then as you exhale, think about drawing just the left rib cage forward a little bit. Rotation through that rib cage. Big breath in. Good, and exhale, both arms up overhead. Inhale the arms in front. Good, palms up now. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, draw the elbows back. Spread the collarbones, lift the chest. And then exhale forward. I don't know what I said with the breath there, but we're going to inhale and lift the chin of the chest. Right, feel the collarbones widening. Right, and as we exhale, reach forward, draw the chin to the chest, right, and round the back. One more. Inhale, really open, feel the collarbones. Lift the chin. Right, exhale, round. Good. Then inhale the arms just to the side. Palms are really facing up. This is going to be sort of silly for me. All right, palms are facing up. Take a big breath in, you're lifted. Good. And now, on our next exhale, we're going to rotate using the like we're leading with the right thumb. So take a breath in, and then as we exhale, rotate towards your right. Good. Take a breath in here. Good, and then as you exhale, think about spreading the hands away from each other. So the right thumb is moving more towards the right, the left thumb is moving more towards the left, and feel the collarbones wide here. Now take a big breath in. Good, and as you exhale, think about spreading the thumbs away. Good, one more inhale. Good, exhale, rotate back to the center. Good. Take a breath in. Good. Exhale towards the left, leading with the left thumb. And then once you're here, right, take a big full breath in, and then as you exhale, think about bringing the left thumb further away from you and the right thumb further away. So if I had a strap, I'd be trying to pull it apart. And notice the collarbones. Take a deep breath in, full breath out. Good, one more, inhale. Good, exhale back to the center. Good, inhale, reach the arms up, lift up. Good, exhale, hands at your side. Okay. We're gonna take the right hand, sit up nice and tall, and we're gonna stick it into this space. Okay, so this is where like these muscles live, these scalenes muscles. So it's above your collarbone. If you stick your finger in here, it's a little sore. Does everyone have a sore spot? Yeah. Okay. So find your sore spot, gently press into it, keep your chest lifted. And then let's just begin to rotate the arm.
Why are you laughing?
Because you're gonna feel it.
Oh.
So press into that space and rotate the arm. Do you feel it?
I feel the muscle. It doesn't hurt though.
Okay, that's good. And maybe rotate in the other direction and see if that changes it. And bring the hand down to your side. Press into that space, and now rotate your head towards the right. So pressing into that muscle, you might feel it more, I don't know, like pressing into your hands more. Maybe it feels uncomfortable. Maybe press into that space, and now lengthen your fingertips away from you. Good, and then turn your head towards the left. So you'll notice, right, with rotation, there's a different sensation. So gently rotate your head towards the right, and then tip your chin towards your chest. Lengthen the left hand away from you. Good, and then rotate bring the chin back to neutral, rotate it towards the right a little bit more. Take a breath in as you lengthen your fingertips away. Good, one more breath here. And then as you exhale, return to the center. Good, and then one more, just rotation of the shoulder. Good, and then release that down. Bring both hands out to your side now. And then let's just gently tip the right ear to the right shoulder. Take a breath in here. And then with your exhale, think about moving your left shoulder away from you. So you're like opening that collarbone. And then rotate your chin towards your armpit. Right, so we're thinking about opening the left collarbone area. Taking a deep full breath in, deep full breath out. Good. And then inhale your head back to center. Good, roll the shoulders. Good. And then let's just do the other side. So each side's going to be different, so find that space in here that feels tight. Generally, this is a tight spot for a lot of people. So press into that spot, and maybe you just stay here, right? Or see what happens as you begin to move your arm. And move it both directions just to figure out where your tightness is. So I'm keeping the pressure. I'm tilting my head a little bit to the left now. And keeping that pressure. that gentle pressure and tip the left ear to the left shoulder. And it's almost like you're pressing down, but it's almost also like you're pressing your fingertips towards the right shoulder without them actually sliding. And so we're creating our own myofascial release scalings here. Do you feel it?
Yeah.
And just breathe into it. So it's like, it should feel like the kind of sensation that you want to hold because it feels good, but you're not bracing, like your nervous system isn't bracing. Right, and then explore movements of your head. Right? So even though we all have the same body parts, our patterns are all different. And so the way we need to stretch out is all different. So just find your place. You might find a place that you want to stay and breathe, or just in stillness. It's amazing how tight this is. Release back up if you're ready. Just one more time, rotation of the arm generally feels different. And release that down. Good, inhale, reach the arms up. Good, and exhale, place the hands on the front of the knees. And then as we inhale, let's draw the shoulder blades back and the chest forward. Press into your knees so you're getting a little bit of resistance to drawing the heart really through that gateway of the arms. That's your inhale. And then as you exhale, chin to chest, pubic bone to belly button, let it all release. So as we inhale, we tip the pelvis. So you're noticing the pelvis as it tips forward. Then it gives us room for the chest to come forward and the neck to reach up. Good, and then exhale, release. Good, and then just one more. Inhale, lifting. Good, exhale, release. Good. Place your block behind you on your left side. You may not need the block, but place it behind you. And then let's just inhale, reach the arms up. Right, and then as you exhale, bring the right arm over to touch the left. And then I want you to inhale, lift the chest, so press your knee into your hand resisted, lift the chest, right, and begin to rotate towards the left. Right, take a deep breath in as you look up here. Right, and then as you exhale, let the left hand come down. I'm going to have mine onto the block, but if you can touch the floor, you can do that. Right. So left hand onto the block. Let's inhale, lift the chest. Good, and then as we exhale, I want you to think about what we did before, where we're widening the collarbones, right? So pull the right shoulder towards the right and back as you draw the left shoulder, right, more towards the left. Feel the opening of the collarbones with a twist of the ribcage. Good. Take a big breath here. Good. And then as you exhale, just tip the left shoulder, the left ear to the left shoulder. And so you're just feeling that length. And so I want, as the ear is tipped towards the shoulder, take a breath in, lift the chest, maybe arch the back a little bit, right? And press the left knee down, and your right hand is resisting it. So that should give you a nice lengthening on the right side of your neck. So take one more breath here. Good, and then as you exhale, just bring the head back to neutral. Good, inhale, lift the chest. Good, and as you exhale, bring the left arm up and all the way over to touch the right knee. Good, and then as you inhale, lift the right arm up, and this time I want you to tip over towards the left. Just opening the body, looking to the right. Good, inhale, reach the right arm up. Good, and then as you exhale, press the right knee down into your hand, so you're really opening yourself up here. So pressing into the knee with your hand, right? And then lifting the chest. Take a breath in. Good, and then as you exhale, rotate towards the right. Good, big breath. And then exhale, place the hand on the floor or the block behind you. Good. So the inhale lifts the chest, the right knee is moving towards the ground, the chest is lifting. Good, and then exhale. Good, and now this inhale, you're keeping all of that and you're spreading the shoulders away from each other. Remember our thumbs? Right, so imagine that's what's happening. Opening the collarbones, allowing the rib cage to twist. Take a big breath in. Full breath out. Good, and then on your next inhale, lift the right arm up, look up, and then at exhale, just turn your whole body around so the right hand touches the left knee. Good. Release your chin to your chest, release your back. Good. And then as you inhale, both arms come up, reach up, look up. Good. Last thing, exhale, hands behind the back. Let's interlace the hands behind the back. And if you can't interlace, you can use your strap, right? And then inhale, lift the chest up as you stretch the knuckles towards the earth. You're really feeling that stretch through the collarbones in the front of the chest. Take a big full breath in, full breath out. Good. One more inhale. Good. Exhale, release. Good. Let's come down onto our backs. I'm always running out of time. So let's come onto our backs. Have your strap with you. Do one more thing. So lie down onto your back. Let's draw your knees into your chest and wiggle around a little bit. Let's hold on to our strap. Let's be about shoulder distance apart here. And then let's pull the strap away from us, right? So as we pull our arms away, we're feeling contraction in the upper arms and the upper back. Flex your feet, and as you take a big breath in, reach the arms overhead. Then keep pulling on the strap. Good, and then as you exhale, draw the hands back down. Keep pulling on the strap all the way down until they touch your thighs. Now if this bothers your back, you can have the knees bent. So drawing out on the strap, inhale, reach the arms up, overhead, all the way. Right? And then stay here for a moment, right? Stretch through the heels, lengthen through the arms, pulling the strap out to the side. Take a big breath in. Right? And then as you exhale, draw that pubic bone towards the belly button. Bring the arms all the way down. Good. And then one more inhale, reaching, opening. Good. And then let go of the strap, release the arms, just release them down to the earth, release the feet. And then just take a breath here. Just sensing and feeling. Good. Let that all go. And we're going to rest. And I'm going to give you two options. You can rest like you normally rest in Shavasana, just flat on your back. Or you can rest with your towel roll underneath you. So it really depends on what your body feels like, right? So I'm gonna have my bolster underneath my knees, and I'm gonna have my towel roll, not very big, so just a slight little roll. This might even be too much. So just a little bit of a roll. It's gonna go right back into that space where we started. So we're ending with still this like opening through the rib cage, right? So we'll rest here for a minute or so, and then I'll move the towel roll out from underneath, and then we would rest flat. So either way, you decide what feels right for your body, right? But whatever it is, make it feel like super nourishing to you, right? That feels good. And then let's start with the hands on the belly, wherever you are. So it's like we're just returning back to where we started from. to gently bring movement, type of movement that feels nourishing, movement that we do when we wake from a restful sleep. And then just wiggle yourself side to side. And then find yourself on the right side of your body in the fetal position just for a moment of time. Just take this moment and this space to just notice how your body feels. Just noticing also that this particular posture is really representative of new beginnings, infinite potentials. Each breath is a new beginning. With great faith, we take an inhale in and trust that it will nourish us. We let go of the exhalation with great trust that the next inhale will be waiting. Beginning again happens with every breath we take. From this space, just gently allow yourself to rise to sitting, maintaining the eyes closed if you can. And once in sitting, we'll just allow the hands to find themselves together in prayer before the heart. And as we inhale, we'll just lift our heart up to the sky. And as we exhale, we just bow to our heart. Namaste. Nice work. So awesome. Nice work. It's weird not having the music.
What is that, music? We send that to?
Yeah, I'll send it to you. It's like one of those like like the healing,
Love it.
yeah, chanting healing. So sometimes I play when I'm working on people to like
Worked.
bring up the vibration.